Sergej MILINKOVIC-SAVIC to Manchester United, Scout Report. Is he good enough to play in this Manchester United side? Before the video starts, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss out on any of the content coming over the summer, and give this video a like if you enjoy it. I've also put a quiz question in the comment section below, so go down there and see if you can get the answer right. Keep watching till the end to hear my verdict on whether MILINKOVIC-SAVIC would be a good sign for Manchester United. With the potential departure of Paul Pogba to Real Madrid, there have been plenty of names linked with Manchester United as a replacement, from Bruno Fernandes to James Maddison, and now the name Sergej MILINKOVIC-SAVIC has appeared, with a potential £17 million transfer being mooted. MILINKOVIC-SAVIC is Lazio's 24-year-old Serbian attacking midfielder who burst onto the European football stage in the 2017-18 season when he played in Simone Inzaghi's 5-4-1 diamond system. Savic's best attributes are his close ball control, aerial ability in the final third, and his long-range shooting ability. MILINKOVIC-SAVIC is very good at being able to turn away from pressing central midfielders in the centre of the pitch and then advance in the attack via an explosive dribble. He likes to perform quick flicks and use his flair to move away from the opposition, particularly in the centre of midfield. When in the final third, he could be considered a bit of a maverick, as his ability to score from long range or perform an inventive piece of skill to create space or a chance for himself or his teammates. He likes to make far post runs when the ball is in a crossing position, as he's fantastic in the air. He is similar to Marouane Fellaini in this part of his game. He has the same dominating aerial ability, both in getting up to beat the defender to the ball in the air and then being able to direct his header into the path of a teammate or on goal. Creatively though, MILINKOVIC-SAVIC cannot be considered top class. He isn't an advanced playmaker type like James Maddison, or even a roaming playmaker like Paul Pogba. He's almost a second striker, making runs deep from midfield into goal scoring positions. Last season in Serie A, he created 1.8 key passes per 90 minutes, which was the 17th most from a central midfielder in the league. The season before, he managed 1.6 key passes per 90 minutes, which highlights the fact that if Manchester United are looking for a player to replace Paul Pogba in terms of his ability to create chances, then MILINKOVIC-SAVIC shouldn't be the man. For me, Savic lacks the ability to create chances and unlock defences when playing against the big sides. He is often a peripheral figure in big games and relies on the ability of Luis Alberto, Ciro Immobile and Joaquin Correa to give him the chances to either score or make a key pass. Last season, Pogba was United's main man in terms of advancing the attack, which is moving the ball into the final third with either an incisive pass or dribble and creating chances. In Inzaghi's diamond midfield, this responsibility was left to Luis Alberto, whereas Savic had the role of making runs ahead of the play and aimed to find himself in good positions around the box where he can either score or create. If he was signed by United, he'd have to be paired in a midfield three alongside a creator like Pogba, so he could be given the freedom to make runs beyond the midfield and play almost as a second striker in the same way Fellaini did under Louis van Gaal. So would Sergej MILINKOVIC-SAVIC be a good signing for Manchester United? Well, as a Paul Pogba replacement, he would definitely not be a good signing. He doesn't have the same creative ability, cannot dominate in midfield and relies on the midfield system heavily rather than his own individual ability. If he was signed to play alongside Pogba as an attacking central midfielder moving into a second striker position, then maybe, but I don't see this working well for Pogba, as he'd be forced to move into a deeper position and negate the main parts of his game, which would thrive being in that most advanced central midfield position of a three. MILINKOVIC-SAVIC's aerial ability may have worked well under Mourinho as a Fellaini upgrade, but under Solskjaer, United don't have tremendous deep crosses in Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw, and don't look to play long, direct diagonal passes from deep that MILINKOVIC-SAVIC thrives on at Lazio. Even though he has a good age profile at 24, £17 million is far too much for a player who was average last season, and with other midfielders like Bruno Fernandes and James Maddison available for the same figure, I can't see why anyone would buy Savic, particularly with his style fitting a very specific system and not being a top class creator as many sides in Europe want in an advanced central midfielder. So overall, he wouldn't be a good signing, and even if Pogba leaves, I cannot see this still happening, particularly at a cost of £70 million. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel and click the bell for more videos like this, and check out the quiz question in the comment section below, and comment whether you think Sergej MILINKOVIC-SAVIC would be a good signing for Manchester United.